Oh my goodness, it was muted. My microphone was muted, people. There we go. I don't know why. I always flip that switch and it's on, but now I don't know. I guess I must have forgot to. I think I did that the last time we were down here too as well. It's just weird how that works sometimes, but anyway, well, hang on. Let me pull up the stream just to make sure. Which really I should do that more often, but I don't. So anyway, hang on, it's loading. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it works. It definitely works now. Anyway, as I was saying, I guess I kind of have to reiterate everything I just said. You know what? What we'll do is that we'll take a break and we'll come back and then we'll kind of give you the full pregame show. So yeah, we'll take a break, kind of reiterate everything I just said, and yeah, we'll see you after this. And a word as well. A word as well from your local news. So yeah, local station. So we'll be back.
Wait till I tell them about this back home.
Don't have any barbers in America.
I don't know why not.
It's very strong in here.
Stop. Don't stop. I'm sorry, honey. I've been spoiled.
Don't understand this spoiled.
The spoiler. You have to feel it to understand it. A great American cover-up. When perspiration wetness shows up, we cover up. We'll cover up no more. Red Guard introduces a special Red Guard for people who need extra protection against wetness. Red Guard antiperspirant in a silver can. Checks wetness with the most powerful anti-wetness agent ever put in a can. Red Guard antiperspirant. Cover up no more. Additives to our 166 gasolines and truck market oil. The anti-pollution team to help keep your carburetor pistons, PCV valve, and other engine parts clean while you drive. Because when your engine stays cleaner, the air stays cleaner. The anti-pollution team, only from Phillips 66. It's got 22,000 miles on now. There's hardly any tread wear. Fantastic. I saw about these tires and people that don't have them and they don't believe me. Before you drive on it, before you believe it, look under your custom light that polyglass tire can give you up as double the mileage of our best-selling tires. If it doesn't say good yet, it can't be polyglass. Journey, is it the one I got in? I think Eddie Perspert just fired it too. Fire yours, fire ours. Light guard, Eddie Perspert. Get the drying agent that really helps keep you dry. Stop somewhere too.
Well, my antiperspirant works when my boss is in a good mood. Like, he's in a good mood about a year ago.
Then fire yours and hire ours. Ours is right guard. There's one metal that can help you do a tough job better. Tungsten. That's why we work in the tungsten steel Persona 74. This is the sharpest, longest lasting razor blade made, and it's a lens. The shave you get is only as good as the blade you use. Sharper, longer lasting than any razor blade made. Here's where I
Welcome back, everybody. The pregame show continues right here on RVN. Boy, oh boy, we are just about 10 minutes away now here officially from puck drop here inside the Tyson Event Center Fleet Farm Arena. Sioux City, well, I guess we have to basically reiterate everything I said earlier because for some reason we got knocked off the air. So, well, no, it wasn't that. My microphone was muted, so... But anyway, as I was telling you, Sioux City, this is a must-win for them here this evening. They gotta play as well as they have the last two games in this series, or else they're gonna be done immediately, pretty much quickly. So if we play like we did the last two nights, I think we're gonna be in pretty good shape. I have a feeling. So yeah, we'll get started here. We'll take a look at some stats and how these teams stack up against each other. Fargo, in this postseason, they've scored 4 goals a contest and have given up 2.33. Their power plays at 57.1%. That's first in the postseason. Their penalty kill is at 100, tied for first. They're absolutely perfect in that department. Hang on, we just got the lineup, so let me fill these in quickly. Then we'll get to Sioux City stuff. Boy, we got these thunder sticks, so it's really going to be loud in here tonight, even when there's not a whole lot of people. It definitely gets loud, for sure. And that's what we love. That's what we love. 15, okay. For Sioux City, they scored 3.4 goals a game in this postseason. They've given up the same, 3.4. They have yet to score a power play goal, so they're tied for 9th on the power play, at least in that department. And then in terms of penalty kill, they're at 60%. That's tied for 11th in the league. Tied for last, I guess you could say, throughout the postseason. Boy, those things, they sound like gunshots, I tell you. Holy smokes, those things are loud. I love them, though. I love them. They're a whole bunch of fun. I got a pair myself, but I'm on the struggle bus in terms of trying to blow them up. That's for sure. For Fargo, I guess we'll get to their, well, who's in and who's not in for them. Fargo, we'll start out with the scratches. Sam Herenick, their backup goaltender. Axel Lofgren, he's injured. Jack Tor, and then Brady Zugic. That is who is out for Fargo. And then, in terms of starting lineups here, if I can get to the right page on my phone here. They will start their second line with Graham Jones at left wing, Mason West at center, and then at right wing, Colin Sisson. In terms of defensemen, Garrett Lindbergh, coming off the suspension. He's on the right side, and then on the left side will be Stepan Cherney. We're still trying to figure out Sioux City's lineup, at least get the line chart down, and then we'll figure out who's in and who's not in. Let's see, maybe I can base it off of my sheet here. Let's see, so it looks like Ryan Poirier is a scratch. Love it. So Poirier, Lenny Geiger, Dallas Potter, and I think that's it. So the same three as last night. They're all healthy, no injuries there, luckily enough. So here we go. The guys with the flags have just hit the ice. Muskies down there in the tunnel, and here they come. Boy, those cowbells combined with the thunder sticks. Coming up, we'll have the starting lineup. And then we'll have the national anthem, and then a little last-minute pregame stuff. And it's going to be puck drop time, baby. Let's do this.
Were so
Okay, we are ready to go for this one. For Fargo, the starting goaltenders, AJ White, 2-0-1, I should say. 2.31 goals against average and a .920 save percentage with 0 shutouts. Sorry. Then for Sioux City, we've got Jack Fickthorn, 2-3-0 in this postseason, 2.92 goals against and a .918 save percentage. So here we go. We're ready to go in this one. I am, at least. I've been ready for Lord knows how long. We don't get playoff hockey at home every year, so and with how light last night went, I think this should be a terrific game, a terrific match. Hopefully it's the right result with us winning and tying the series, forcing Game 5 heading back to Fargo. I know we can do well up there. Here we go. You know it. Mason West will take the draw with Gavin Gary. Listen to this crowd. Boy, oh boy. They got to put 20 minutes on the clock. There you go. They finally do. Gary and West, and we are off and underway. Gavin Gary wins the draw, gets it back to his 2D. First to Stenger, and he'll dump it back behind the net and immediately get called for icing. And all that took was 7 seconds. So face-off will come to the left of Jack Fickthorn here coming up. He said just took 7 seconds off the clock. That's it. Gavin Gary will take the draw with Mason West once again. West wins the draw, gets back out to the point for Lindbergh, and Lindbergh's their captain too, so that was a big loss for Fargo last night. Here's O'Leary up the right side, starting the second line with the 2 Garys and O'Leary. It's got a nice ring to it when you say their first and last name, I'll tell you that much. That's Gavin Gary in the corner with it now. Lindbergh in a scramble forward, puck pokes free from a scramble. Now it's Stepan Cherney taking this one towards center. Graham Jones, they're still in their own zone. Nice job, Sioux City, to kind of keep them there. Brooks Cullen at center, now on over to Colin Sisson up the left side. Sisson shot save made, Fickthorn rebound that went high over the net. Sisson down low in the corner. There's Stenger, picks this one up, gives it off Anderson. Pass on over to Luke Gary up the right side. Gary throws Marchenko into the boards, and he'll go retrieve the puck in the corner. Marchenko behind the net there for Cullen McCrate. Backhands this one up the right side. Missed by Olenkamp, but picked up by Brooks Cullen. Cullen pass across, intercepted there by Christian Lyons. Dakota Bailey trying to whack it back in, but Nate Deladonna comes up with it. Pass across, couldn't make the connection to Olenkamp. Olenkamp towards the blue line. Olenkamp fanned on the pass, but still got it to Cherney, and a shot got blocked in front by Christian Lyons. Now that's Dakota Bailey. Tossing one off Max Anderson, spins around a defender. Anderson down in the corner. AJ White, ooh, he got interfered with. Oh. Here's Olenkamp with this one, and an odd man rush back the other way. Ooh, but it's played off sides. Ooh, and Jefferson, Olenkamp going after each other. I don't know how that got started, but then everybody joins the party. I think Jeffress pushed Olenkamp into the boards. It was a clean hit, but oh, that's a fiery way to get things started. Fiery. There we go. I said it right. Face-off will come in front of the Musketeers bench. Schultz and McNamara at the face-off. 11 versus 11 at the face-off. It is won by McNamara. Now Marchenko will dump it down into the corner behind the net there for Derek Olsen. Olsen through the stick of Jeffress out towards center. Aiden Dyer comes up with it up the left side. Drops it back to Schultz. Or Jeffress, a shot went wide rather of AJ White. Up the left side, McNamara there. Bryce Mattern. Puck flips up into the air. Marchenko will come up with it. Well, forget that. They called icing. Bench does not like that. The Sioux City bench did not like that. Nor do I, really. And Jason Kersner's given the referee and linesman an earful right now. Can't say I blame him, that's for sure. Face-off will come to the left of Fickthorn. Mason West will take the draw with Ashton Schultz. Schultz wins the draw. Picked up there for Shane Gould. Gould picked up there by Lindbergh. Feeds it on over Cherney. Cherney up the left side. Missed by Sisson, and it rolls down into the corner. D'Alessandro with it behind the net. D'Alessandro around the boards there for Aiden Dyer. Now to Martineau. He'll dump it back in behind the net. A.J. White will retrieve it. White feeds it around the boards. Tip D'Alessandro. This will go all the way down ice. Don't touch it. Ooh, Stayer got it over to Vatne. If he didn't touch it, that probably would have been an icing, but whatever. Here's Marchenko with this one at center, I guess. Just do whatever you want to do, I guess. Whatever wins us the game, you know. Whatever. Here's Vatne with this one. Vatne shot one. Went over the head of A.J. White. Rebound was stopped by White. Now picked up there by Martineau behind the net. Martineau picked up by Vatne. Here's Gavin Carr at the blue line. Carr, he had an assist last night. Feeds it on over to Lyons. Loose in the circle. Poked out towards center there for Carr. Carr dumps it back in behind the net of A.J. White. Here's Kyle O'Leary. Almost had a stick on this one. Now taken there by Marchenko. Marchenko tosses one tip there by Carr. Carr now for Gavin Gary up the right side. Here's Luke Gary now. Oh, Gary, and O'Leary. O'Leary behind the net. Get it free. There you go. Kosiba with this one. Kosiba popped out there in front. Tomko couldn't get it. Or that's O'Leary, rather. Excuse me. Couldn't get a shot off. Gavin Gary sends it off the boards into the hands of Kyle O'Leary. O'Leary pass across. Shot scores! Gavin Gary! Muskies on the board first! Oh, beautiful pass from O'Leary. He gets it to Gavin. And just like that, just like last night, Sioux City with an early 1-0 lead. Oh, he had White stretched out. Did he ever? Time of the goal, 3:57. And for Gavin Gary, his third goal of the postseason. Total for the year, how about 16 goals? Here's Anderson now with this one. Anderson back behind the net in a scramble for. Dakota Bailey with this one. Bailey. Boy, all you had to do was just score. Once you score, get a little momentum and get another one here. Let's see if that happens. Olenkamp 2-on-2. Oh, he's taken down by Anderson. Deladonna with this one. Deladonna feeds it back to Graham Greeter. Shot! Went wide. Boy, a weird bounce. D'Alessandro, though, nice job paying attention by him as he punches Deladonna into the boards. Puck went wide. Graham Greeter feeds it on Cullen McCrate. Down low, Deladonna. Now D'Alessandro with this one, batted down there by Cullen. D'Alessandro around the boards, into the hands Max Anderson. Now that's Graham Greeter dumping it in off the boards, back behind the net. D'Alessandro takes this one. Shane Gould with this one behind the net. Gould. Oh! Spin around! Oh, that was good. Woo! 14:40 left to go in the first. What a deke. We'll be back. Woo!
Some of the best tasting things in the world come from Latin America. Bananas, chocolate, coffee. Some of the best tasting cigar tobacco comes from Latin America too. tobacco from 4 Latin American countries: Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, Colombia, and Brazil. Taste the slim Dutch Masters Elite. The 4 countries, they make a world of difference.
There are people today who feel a ride on one of these spectacular highways bikes is a joy of the past was recaptured. Like perhaps when I defeated it, the highway was taken back to a time when life's pace was slow. Today, perhaps it's still brewing old-time drinking wine. Lots of that cool, flat flavor. That's terrific. For those who feel beer is something special.
Welcome back, everybody. 14:40 left to go in this first. I'll tell you one thing. Bryce Mattern is not going to mess with Shane Gould again. That was quite the deke if we've ever seen one. I'll tell you that much. Gould at the blue line, tipped out there. Dyer shot, stopped by A.J. White. Picked up there for Mattern. Mattern in the corner there for McNamara. McNamara toss on across, bounced funny off the boards there for Ashton Schultz. Schultz off the boards, back behind the net there for Jeffress. Jeffress deflected on out. Derek Olson dumps it down into the corner. Dyer behind the net and a scramble forward there for Jeffress. Jeffress in the circle. Tosses one up high into the air. Bounce down into the corner. McNamara. Stepan Cherney with this one. Cherney out towards center. Here's McNamara with this one. McNamara tipped there by Saxton Tess. Oh, Booten. He got tied up with Matter. Now take it back by Poliski. Poliski will dump it down into the corner. McCrate back behind the net. Oh, that was quite the hit on McCrate, except referee needs to get out of the way. I'll tell you that much. Carr feeds it on over Christian Lyons. Lyons long toss back behind the net of A.J. White. Graham Greeter will take this one. Greeter sends it down into the hands of Graham Jones. Here's Jones. He's pinned up against the boards there by Lyons. Picked up there by Booten. Booten in a scramble for. We'll take this one out towards center. O'Leary throws it into the hands of A.J. White, and he's just going to cover up. Face-off will come to the right of A.J. White. Gavin Gary will take the draw with Brooks Cullen. Shot was stopped there by A.J. White. Rebound, it rolls into the corner there for Gavin Gary in a scramble for. Gary picked up there. Stepan Cherney behind the net. Cherney. Oh, take it there, D'Alessandro. Tipped into the corner for Olenkamp. Olenkamp up the right side. Careful. Gavin Gary on out there for Stanger. Stanger behind the net. Taking away Cherney off the boards there for Brooks Cullen. Got a 2-on-2 back the other way. Sagadin feeds it nowhere. Now it rolls into the corner to Cullen. Picked up there Kyle O'Leary. O'Leary out towards center. Lindbergh feeds it on over for Marchenko. Marchenko behind the net, taken away. Dakota Bailey. Shot one, went through the crease. Into the corner, O'Leary. Olsen pops up into the air. There's a shot that then just went wide. Take it back the other way. Graham Jones. He'll dump it down into the corner. Jones. There, Olsen for the taking. Maybe. Gives it off. Dakota Bailey. Now here's Anderson. 2-on-2 the other way with Tomko, but Shane Gould gets it to him first. Tomko sends it back behind the net of A.J. White. Off the boards towards center. Here's Colin Sisson on across to Graham Jones. Jones pass across, got blocked by Shane Gould. Can Gould come up with it? Yes, he can. Gould. Nice moves. Ooh, Shane Gould got by the one guy the first time, but couldn't get by a couple this time. Whatever the heck I was going to say. Here's Dyer with this one in the corner. Dyer popped up into the air. Played by Tomko. Jeffress sent off the boards down into the corner. Dyer picked up there by Gavin Carr. Carr in the scramble forward there over the head of Ashton Schultz and out towards center. Christian Lyons on for Aiden Dyer. Picked up now by Graham Jones. Here's Jones. Long toss up the left side, mishandled Sagaden, although he was held a bunch there. McNamara shot save made. Fickthorn rebound picked up there by Dyer and sends it down ice. Can Trey get to it? AJ White, the little poke check into the hands of Sagaden. Boy, that could have been a nice puck for Trey to play. Stanger flips it, I think, out of play. Went off a Fargo guy at the Fargo bench. Where? Where are we? Where's he at? It's a Face-offs one. Here's Ollenkamp. They were supposed to be throwing T-shirts. Basically, the guy's supposed to be right behind me or towards the middle of the section. But who knows where he went? That's all I know. Now D'Alessandro picked up there by Vatne in the corner. Vatne takes a shot. Went back behind the net of A.J. White. That one rolls. Holy roller wide of Fickthorn and icing. 9:49 left to go here. First. Think about me, thinking about, oh, isn't that sweet? I guess so. So you can see, baby, I know it's that me espresso. Face off will come to the right of AJ White. Brooks Cullen and I want to say Gavin Gary. That's who that was at the face-off. Oh, here he is now. I don't know what took him so long, but he's here now. Oh, baby. Here's Ollenkamp up the left side. Ollenkamp got blocked by goal. Olsen with this one in the corner. Olsen back behind the net. Olsen, long toss, missed by Gavin Gary, and that's called for icing. Face-off will come to the left of Fickthorn. Running, getting in, yeah. Face-off's won by West. Here's Graham Greeter with this one. Greeter shot stopped by Fickthorn! Boy, Collins says it's hanging on to Luke Gary's stick. I don't know what he's doing. We'll take a break. That's what I do know we're doing.
Here it is. People telling all of us here at Ford when they run in a car and welcome and put a Galaxy 500 milk car. So let's put 5 Ross members into a strongest ring. And with a car that rides rhythms, a rugged front suspension, and put a car that moves around and moves easy. So when we're starting every Galaxy 500, they want protection against rust, so give them protective inverters. And exhaust system with a aluminized bottom and spray wood. Some on the inside, out on the outside. The 72 Ford Galaxy 500. Boy, it was durability. A car built to uphold its value. And to be quiet year after year.
Welcome back, everybody. 9:13 left to go here in this first period. Sioux City with an early 1-0 lead, although hopefully we can extend it here. Say Monet, Monet, Face-off will come to the right of Jack Fickthorn. Leary will take the draw with Mason West. Face-off's won there by West. Here's McCrate with this one. McCrate in the corner. McCrate pass out in front. Deflected into the corner there by Luke Geary. Now that's Greeter with this one. Greeter picked up there by Carr. Sends it on out there for O'Leary. O'Leary. Uh-oh. Sioux City, they were way offside. The linesman's like, no, you're off. McCrate with this one. McCrate feeding it on over across. McCrate, a shot, stopped by Victor! Face-off will come to the right of Jack Fickthorn. Tomko will take the draw with Delanana. Oh, and we had a false start at the draw. Great. Face-off's won. Here's Cherney with this one out towards the blue line. Cherney feeds it on over Lindbergh. There, McNamara. McNamara fanned on the shot. Rebound, poke, loose. McNamara shot went wide. Whoa, he lucked out there. Here's Anderson with this one in the corner. Anderson back behind the net there for Gavin Carr, rather, excuse me. McNamara, oh my goodness. Dakota Bailey, they're all over him. I don't know why they target him of all people, but a flying puck was caught by A.J. White. Face-off will come to the left of A.J. White. Schultz will take the draw. Who is that with? Brooks Cullen, I think? It's a black, gray numbers on a black background. Yep, that was Cullen. He gets forced out, though, and Sagaden will join the party. Face-off's won by Schultz. Here's Jeffress with this one there for D'Alessandro on there. Jeffress, slap shot. Save made, or well, went wide. I think White, though, did get a piece. Schultz off the side of the goal. There for Dyer in the corner. Now for Steger. Steger, shot tipped just a little wide there for Marchenko. Marchenko, now Sagaden off the boards. Here's Saxon. Tess up the left side. Tess stops. Pauses, he's in the circle. Rebound rolls back behind the net there for Cullen. He's pushed into the boards by Steger. And Steger keeps on giving up the business. And Cullen went down. They're not going to call that, nor should they. Oh, and now it's Marchenko with this one. Marchenko feeds it back behind the net. And Steger was up in his face, too. Here comes Ashton Schultz. Schultz in the circle. Behind the net there for Dyer. Dyer on back, Derek Olson. Pass got blocked. Now that's Derek Olson with this one there for Shane Gould. Gould up the right side. Gould. Oh my God, he's held. He was held by a whole lot. Held up by Cherney, but nope. Don't call that one, that's for sure. How are you?
That's how you are, but I know.
Yeah. Uh-oh, puck's jammed up in the corner. Come on. Here's Vatne with this one. Vatne feeds it on over Derek Olson. Olson taken there by Colin Sisson. Here's Sisson towards center. Picked up there by Vatne. Vatne jams it towards the net. Now Martineau with this one in the corner. Martineau, he slipped and fell. 6:08 left to go in the first. Picked up there by Daniil Booten. Booten back behind the net. And a scramble for that one's batted down. Here's Jones off the boards. Batted into the camera well down there between the benches.
I was here last night.
Face-off will come right in front of the Musketeers bench. Gavin Gary will take the draw with, I can't even tell who that is, Deladonna. I don't think they have a 27 on their team. Oh, they do. But he's scratched. I've just remembered that now because it looked like a 7 for a second, but I don't know. McNamara there for Deladonna. Deladonna in the circle. Back for McNamara. McNamara out there in front. Oh boy, he couldn't even get the shot off, and then Luke Carey just took him down to the ground. McNamara on out there, calling McCrate towards center. McCrate picked up there by Lindbergh. Lindbergh picked up there by Olenkamp. Shot went wide of Fickthorn. McNamara now into the hands of Luke Gary. Luke Gary pass off to Gavin Carr. Carr down low in the corner, back behind the net. Tomko in the circle, picked up by McNamara, sends it out towards center there for Olenkamp. Now D'Alessandro with this one. D'Alessandro, Tomko's there, but Fargo's in the middle of the line change, so they were ready for that. Tomko tosses one off the boards there for Stanger. Stanger picked up there by Schultz. Schultz taken away. Here's Tess with this one. Tess in the circle. Back behind the net through the stick of Mattern. Now that's Brooks Cullen with this one. There now Marchenko behind Sexton Tess. Little poke check behind to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro off the boards into the hands of Tomko. Now that's Graham Greeter. Feeding it on over Mattern up the right side. Mattern shot got blocked. Now call it again. Save, rebound, score. Saxton Tess ties this one up.
No one's celebrating!
So for Saxton Tess, let's see, that'll be his second on the postseason, 15th on the year. This is basically how the game happened last night. Too early. Well, no, Sioux City was leading 1-0, but then Fargo tied it up in the second. And that, of course, sent the game into overtime, so maybe a repeat of last night, hopefully. Maybe, we'll see. Boy, that puck took a funny hop behind the net there. Jones feeds it on back. Stepan Cherney with this one. Cherney on over. There's a shot. Stopped by Fickthorn. .404, not found. Left to go here in this first. Face-off will come to the left of Fickthorn. Dyer will take the draw with Mason West. Face-off's one. Here's Dyer with this one. Dyer shot right away was stopped by Fickthorn. That was from Sisson. Boy, Fickthorn stopped, I think it was 31 or 32 shots last night. Somewhere in there. It's in the lower 30s. Stepan Cherney with this one. Cherney there for Mason West up the left side. West picked up there by Sisson. A shot deflected into the netting and out of play. 3:48 left to go here in this first. Face-off will come to the right of Jack Fickthorn. Martineau will take the draw with Deladonna. Face-off's won by Martineau. Here's Gavin Carr in the corner. Carr sends it out towards center. Carr up the right side there now. Martineau sends it back behind the net. There's Botnay. Sticked away by Booten. Taken there by Olenkamp towards center. Here's McNamara. Pass on out Olenkamp. Shot stopped by Fickthorn. Rebound loose in front. but Deladonna himself whacked it out, and now McCrate's shot went wide. McNamara sends it back in behind. There now Martineau with this one. Martineau, nice pass to Vatne. He'll dump it back into the corner behind the net. White plays it around. Oh, that one went up into the netting and out of play. Must have took a funny hop and then went straight up. Oh, I still think shots are 9-4 in favor of Fargo, but this is still a very even game, I think. Kind of like last night was. O'Leary and whoever that is down there. I think that's McNamara. No, it wasn't. It was Brooks Cullen. Oh, there you go. Oh, a big hit, Olsen on Mattern. All right, Mattern just cannot catch a break tonight. He gets hit by Olsen, then first got deked by Gould. I mean, he's having a rough night here. Mattern feeds it on over Derek Olsen in the circle. Boy, and he's out of gas. I could tell. He is so... He needs to get back to the bench fast here. Gavin Gary feeds it on to Shane Gould. There's Derek Olsen. Got way interfered with, but okay. Luke Gary sends it back behind there for Gavin, and he gets slammed into the boards. Brooks Cullen out towards center, taken back by Kyle O'Leary. He'll roll down into the corner. Stepan Cherney with this one. Cherney up the left side there for Jones. Jones towards center. Jones up the right side, feeds it on over to Lindbergh. Lindbergh there for Graham Jones. Jones mishandled. Jeffress. Now Marchenko sends it in off the boards there for Colin Sisson. Sisson into the corner, push on back for Graham Jones. Sisson to McCrate, a shot. Where is it? Ooh, Stanger blocked it, but he's hurt. Oh, now he's back up. Good. Oh, he's wincing in pain. Marchenko, icing's waved off. Here's Schultz with this one. Schultz, tops out in front, just went a little wide. Here's Tomko with this one in the corner. Tomko. Off the boards, Lyons. Towards the net, got blocked. Now here's Tomko, shot went wide. Lyons in the corner. Lyons back behind, Marchenko, picked up William Tomko. Tomko, there now Colin Sisson. Sisson picked up by Graham Jones. Out towards center, here's McCrate with this one. McCrate passes back, Jones a shot, stopped by Fickthorn. And then Anderson hit Graham Jones after he took the shot. And Graham Jones, safe to say, did not like that. Looks like their coach isn't having it either, so. I mean, face-off will come to the right of Fickthorn. Deladonna will take the draw with Dyer. Face-offs one, Christian Lyons with this one, back behind the net, Gavin Carr. We'll just stand there, 1 minute left to go here in this first period. About 5 seconds late there, Travis. Oh, Anderson with this one there for Lindbergh. Tosses one. Oh, that must have hit somebody in the Fargo bench and out. I guess. Whatever. 45 seconds left. Well, if Sioux City can keep this game tied, I think take that into the second. I think they'll be in pretty good shape here. Face-off will come to the right of A.J. White. Gavin Gary will take the draw with Deladonna. Deladonna wins the draw. Here's Lindbergh off the boards, and that one's into the Fargo bench. Or was it? No. It actually went over the glass and into section 114. So there's still 40.8 seconds left. Gavin Gary will take the draw with Brooks Cullen. Cullen wins the draw. Here's Gavin Gary with this one. Gary, toss out in front. Ooh, Luke Gary fanned on the shot. Here's Saxton Tess, feeds it on over. Stepan Cherney with this one. Cherney. Puck will roll into the corner there. AJ White, 20 seconds left to go here in this first period. Saxton Tess out towards center there for Bryce Mattern. Mattern shot, went wide of Vic Thorne. Out towards center, McCrate. There now for Lindbergh. Lindbergh, ooh, he gets pushed aside by O'Leary. He's forced down into the corner. McCrate down to 2-1, and that is going to do it for one period of play. Well, we are tied up at 1. Gavin Gary with the first goal. 3 minutes and 57 seconds in, and then Saxon Tess tied it up with at the 15:36 mark. So shots that period 9-4 in favor of Fargo, but right now Sioux City, they're defending quite well besides the one goal. But other than that, great start to the game. Pretty even game, just like last night was. So if we go down that road, then I think we'll be good. But let's see, do we have anything else? Oh, Brooks Cullen and Bryce Mattern are the assists on that one. So there we go. Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll be back for the second period towards the end of the hour. So we'll see you then.